Well, hello there, you delicious guys and girls. I hope you're all doing bloody well. My name's Mikey, and welcome back to my room for another episode of Draw with Mikey. Episode 68, I believe. My goodness. So, hi guys, how are you all doing? It's been a while, as in, there's no DWM last week, obviously, you've probably noticed, and Inktober has come to an end, so obviously all that time I've spent inking up various pieces for Instagram and other such things, including El Competizione, has finally wrapped up. Actually, as of recording this right now, I've still got one more picture or two that I want to do, but basically I've managed to nail like 4/5 of Inktober, something like that. I couldn't quite smash every day because of life, but I really enjoyed giving it a go, and I hope some of you guys had a go at home as well. In fact, I know you have, because you've been like tagging me in your Instagram posts when you've been doing your own Inktober and stuff, and I've actually been thoroughly enjoying that. I've been checking out all of your artwork. Some of you guys have got some serious skills. So, other thing just to mention, as well as the DWM being behind, I've not done much uploading over this month in general. Number of reasons, most of them just like in general being busy and getting other stuff done, but also getting that Inktober out of the way, just like wrapping up an ink picture every day after work, kind of just ate into loads of my other kind of video editing stuff, and then Filmgram had to take an absolute backseat as well as a result of that. So we've got kind of catching up to do, but not really. I've just had to jettison a couple of things that I had planned because I wasn't going to get them done this Inktober, and by letting them go, probably for next year, it means that it's not going to push everything back as we go into Christmas, because everybody who kind of does the tubing of the Ube and has kind of knowledge are just like, yeah, you've got to do loads of Halloween and horror stuff in October and then pump out loads of videos for November. It's a really smart way to do things for your metrics whilst the advertising revenue is high. But I'm Mikey, and I only do things where I want to do them. I'm on or off with a strong penchant for the off. So, like, yeah, I'll just go for a run of, like, not managing to get any videos out. And I think, well, fuck it. It's my channel. I'm not going to worry about it. So, yeah, that's why I'm, like, a bit of a nightmare for some metrics. But also why I managed to keep the channel going, because it just works when it works for me. With the exception that I'm slightly behind on a product review. And that's a little bit more serious, because that's like a company sending me a thing which I need to do. Watch this space! So, there we go. Super long introduction, everybody. I hope we're all caught up. This is, of course, the super unedited random swear word alert, spoiler alert bit, midweek episode to the channel, where it's my opportunity to read through your comments and have a catch up with you guys. Of course it is. Probably first question is, what is going on with the competition? It's going great. I haven't picked the winners yet. That'll be later. It'll probably be like a really short thing where I print out all the names and just lucky dip it out of a bowl from the most active ones. So I'll do like a post on Twitter and or Instagram later on. Don't worry about that. And yeah, last time we were talking about Salma Hayek, there we go, and retrospectives from Dusk Till Dawn and other such stuff. Really quick side question, because like for me personally, when I watched Dusk Till Dawn as a kid, I was like, I guess on the cusp of puberty, or that was when it was all kicking off, and like suddenly I was noticing like how hot women were on TV, and Salma Hayek as that vampire, that like awoke Mikey. Like that's when it happened. What was yours? If anybody out there, man and or woman, guy or girl, what was like that first bit when you were a budding teenager? Maybe some of you still are, in which case, do I even want to know? No, I don't. Not if you're under 16. But at which point did you just kind of think, oh shit, stuff's happening down there? The second like you saw a particular character on TV or a particular film, and you're just like, oh shit, women and or men, they're happening. Wow. I hope that makes sense as a question. And the reason why I just brought that up again really quickly, both to jog your memory from the 2 week ago episode, is also because Starlard, thank you very much in the comments section, very kindly actually gave me the name, because I couldn't remember the name of Salma Hayek's character properly. It's Satanico Pandemonium, according to you, Starlard. Thank you very much. I hope you guys have all got a cup of tea and or coffee. It's coffee for me because, oh man, just in October, like, this is it. This is where it gets dark, like, on a turn of a penny. Everything is just, like, a completely different vibe, and I tend to fall asleep a little bit. I don't know why. So, I had, like, a power nap that got away from me, and now I'm doubling down on the coffee. I was going to have a coffee and record this. Didn't work, so I had a coffee, and then like just did a little bit of stuff around the house, and then had a second coffee. This is number 2, and now it's just giving me that perk Mikey needs to be awake. Usawa Plaktis says, congratulations on your 70th video. I think once you reach 100 videos, you should do a video like 3, 4, 5 hours long and do a DWM episode. I hope you keep this suggestion in mind. I hope it helped. Usawa Plaktis, thank you very much. Dude, I think you're counting the time-lapse compilation videos I've probably left in the DWM playlist as well. So this is like the 68th official DWM? But there's a few like compilations in there I should probably take out. But yeah, technically 70 deep, something like that. We're going to say 68, seeing as I number these episodes. But thank you very much, good sir. Yeah, I was genuinely thinking of DWM 100 needs to be live or like a streaming thing on Twitch. But that's like a suggestion you guys have been throwing back at me quite a bit. But I am control-C'ing your suggestion nonetheless into a notepad file that I've got open on another screen. And the reason why I've got this notepad file open is because this is one of those episodes where I get to steal all your delicious ideas. I asked you guys last time around, name me some scary video games. The shit thing about it getting like really dark all the time now that winter's starting to kick in, or technically autumn, is that, you know, you can't run around in the sunshine and just, you know, the days don't last forever. The good bit is that it's a really appropriate time to start getting back into scary video games, whether I like it or not. Pyro Ignis says, hey Mikey, hello Pyro, there's a good horror video game called Soma. It's probably less well known as a horror game. If not that video game, check out a manga by Junji Ito. He's a horror manga legend. I'm going to control-C that comment. And the fact that it's a manga suggestion as well, thank you very much. So yeah, when I talk about horror games, how to put it, like the stuff that really messes me up is horror, psychological horror. Like if you have a look through my older videos, because there is video gaming on this channel, not quite as much as the art, but I played The Evil Within, the first one, and that, like, I talk about Dead Space fucking me up. The Evil Within, like, because Dead Space as the Let's Play is probably a better Let's Play, because I was better at it, but that game scared me, and I was like, oh fuck, maybe one day I'll play Dead Space 2, but that was a really scary game. I kind of enjoyed the Fear experience a little bit. Evil Within, I didn't fucking enjoy that. That was so grim, so dark, and so fucked up. But once I completed that game, shows how sad I am. I didn't want it in the house. I had to sell it on eBay. I was like so unhappy. So, like, there's some really old compilation videos somewhere of me just getting fucked up by the Evil Within. Oh, scared the shit out of me. Now that I'm older and wiser and more hardened to the world, I'm just like, yeah, maybe I'll get Evil Within too. I could see myself doing that again, but no time soon. Soma, thank you very much. So basically what I'm getting at is not just like gore and guts and horror, not like a horror film, but like, you know, yeah, it needs horror and running around and maybe some explosions, but like psychological horror or like dark, like, thriller, like intense edge of your seat kind of stuff, you know what I mean, where like you're almost waiting for something bad to happen and it really sets the atmosphere, kind of Silent Hill sort of vibe, I guess. Yazarang Singh says Dead Space 3, the Fear series, and Resident Evil 7. Thank you very much. Dead Space 2 I got it off eBay and that is on the list to do, just copying that over. Resident Evil 7, I'm absolutely going to play that. That is like, it's been out for so long and I've still don't know anything about it other than I've seen a few like trailers for it, and I really, really, really want to play it because it looks so fucking good in first persony. And I appreciate that it's kind of come off the back of the studio as a response to not quite making, was it another Silent Hill game that was going to involve Norman Reedus when like the studios, who did they get rid of? Who was kind of responsible for Metal Gear Solid and all that stuff. You know who I'm talking about. Hideo Kojima. So when all of that shit kind of went wrong, talk about cutting off your arm. But they kind of meant that they weren't making that amazing game, and Resident Evil 7 kind of apparently picked that up a little bit. Really want to play that. However, we are going to have a little bit of a catch-up of Resident Evil 1, the remake that we're playing on a PS3, because that kind of stopped halfway through. So there's going to be like a catch-up episode where maybe I'll just use like an IGN guide or something, and we'll catch up in a single episode right up to where we were, because if you know what to do in that game, I think actually it's probably a very short game, but there's like loads of episodes of me just running around scared trying to like run away from running zombies. Oh, some of them run, I remember now. We'll come back to that. Sidetracking. So yeah, Resident Evil is basically sing on the list. Thank you very much. Kita Bom Bom says, hello, long time viewer, first time commenter, I think. Well, Kita Bom Bom, welcome on board. You're always welcome to get in the comment section, that's the whole point, even though at the moment right now I'm a little bit sidetracky. As ever, love your artwork and it's been really helping me a lot. By the way, do you ever draw sexy guys? Thank you very much. I'm glad it does help, and sometimes I do. My guy skills are not as powerful as my girl skills, as you can probably guess, but we'll build it up, and yeah, I'm pro-sexy. Just realised how this sounds. Basically, I am going to say I'm pro-sexy guys, as in, oh, I'm not even going to explain it. Just deal with it. But yeah, no, I'm well up for doing that as well as the girls. We've got plenty to get through in the tutorials. It's 2017. D-Man Sab says, "Hi Mikey, hello D-Man. Could you do an intro like Natsu does in Fairy Tail Season 1? Todobi no Mame no Mina, something like that. P.S. I've been following you since you used to have about 10k subs. Love your work." Thank you very much. Wow, that's like 3 fucking years, D-Man Sab. Todobi no Mae no Mina. I don't know what that fairy tale introduction is like, but I will also copy that suggestion onto my useful notepad because sooner than later probably needs to be a new DWM intro as well. It's coming to be about time, I think. Crizzy090 says Agony and the game Outlast 1 and 2. Maybe Dead Space 1, 2 and 3 is a kind of horror. Yeah, Dead Space 2, we gotta do it. I don't want to do it because I remember the first one shitting me up. Like, if any of you guys are new and you're still listening right now, Jesus, well done. Thank you very much. I hope you're getting your own artwork or projects or whatever done in the background. But if you've not seen my Dead Space 1 Let's Play, you don't have to. But there is a compilation I've made of it as well, of mostly just me screaming and crying. But it kind of summarises the entire Dead Space 1 experience for me. So have a check of that. Just type in, I don't know, mikeymegamega Dead Space or Dead Space compilation, or check it in my video history. You'll find it. You'll find it. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Troll You says, "No anime. Why, Mikey? No, why?" And then you've Control-C'd that quite a lot. I'm not going to read every single example. Oh my god, you've Control-C'd it shitloads. I'm assuming this is in response to me both being a week late to the DWM and also not doing any... God, have I done any tutorials this month at all? Oh, it's really bad, isn't it? And yet, you know what? The reason why I get to keep doing this is because I also get to not do it sometimes as well. So I'll keep up my own pace. Oh, must get back to that now. I've still got... It's not like I'm short of ideas either. Like, there's loads to do, but I just get round to the weekend, I'm just like, oh fuck, I've got a few other non-YouTubey bits that I do actually need to take care of, and it's just got to take the hit, and I just have to deal with it basically. And you poor people suffer in the background because you don't get those sweet uploads, but we'll come back, don't you worry. Warty Wizard says 7th comment. Thank you very much, Warty, for getting in early in the comments section as ever. I do appreciate people's eagerness. Jason Beckett says Steampunk Girls and Guys. Cool. Is that like a horror game? It doesn't sound like it. Is that just what you want to see me draw? Also, completely welcome. Contemplate Tech says, "Awesome. Thank you very much for the info on the Uniball pen." Contemplate Tech. No worries, bro. I'll talk about pens. You know, I fucking love that shit. Click this video partially because I'm looking for some scary games. So sadly, I don't have any suggestions, but look forward to the comments. Excellent. Welcome. We're going to take everybody's comments and suggestions together. No content. Wait, thanks for the great content. No question this time. Also love Jazza and love Flight of the Conchords. Flight of the Conchords is so good. Crate Collector says, "You want a scary game? Play Doki-Doki Literature Club." Doki-Doki is, of course, a Japanese onomatopoeia. Which is supposed to represent the beating of the heart. Doki, doki. Can be used for love situations, can be used for fear situations. Knowledge. MEA says, "Oh shit, it's a new video!" Yeah, it was MEA, but it was also 2 weeks ago. Sorry for the delay. Thank you very much for getting in. Buster Gundo says, "Keep up the good work." Thank you very much, Buster. And Stray Panther 79 says, "Hey Mikey." Hello, Stray Panther. "If you read this, man, please make a scary Universal Studios monster pitch with sexy ladies as monsters. Lady Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, wolf." Well done for saying Frankenstein's monster, but let's not get onto that. Wolf lady, mummy, creature from the Black Lagoon, ghost lady picture, if you have time. Thanks, Stray Panther. That is a darn fine suggestion. One that I'm going to do this month? No. By the time this uploads, October is over and it's November. In which case, maybe I'll just shelve it for next year. Crimson X, "You should play The Evil Within. And can you draw a Headless Horseman or Lady, whichever you prefer to draw?" Oh, I'm going to feel really bad if all you guys have loads of like horror-themed October suggestions. Sip of coffee. For me from 2 weeks ago, which I've not addressed until right now, but I'll get over it. Evil Within, nope. As we've mentioned, Crimson X, if you have a look for my videos, we've done it. We've done an Evil Within Let's Play. I was thinking just a while ago as well. I was kind of like, I don't subscribe anymore to that many Let's Play channels. And it's not because I don't enjoy them. I mean, I don't have the time to watch them, to be fair. It's because there's so many games I want to play. I also equally don't want to spoil them. A lot of RPGs and stuff is not too much of a big deal. But when it comes to the scary games, I like to play them from fresh because, you know, I don't want that spoiled. It's all a horror first-time experience. I guess most games are. And then I realised, other than PewDiePie, I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to him, like as a general just rule of thumb for being on the internet. But there's only one other Let's Player at the moment I'm subscribed to. I don't even watch her videos anymore. It's Alice Rocher, because basically she's from the UK. So I'm just like, yes, UK Let's Player. Well, I think she studied uni in London. I have no idea other than that. But even her Let's Play videos, or she does streaming now or something, I'm just like, oh shit. I actually can't watch that, and I can't watch that one, and I can't watch that one, because I think I want to play it myself sometime. Way back, I had a really similar problem with, I was subscribed to a channel, it doesn't exist anymore. Oh, it makes me so sad. And it was Ada Horror. Like, that dude had a scary Let's Play channel, and then he quit a while back on the YouTubing. And again, like, his videos are really good, because he's always dressed up. But I couldn't watch them after a while, because I was like, oh shit. Actually, I'm probably going to play that in the future as well. I will have to stop following along. It's tough, isn't it? You want to support people, but it's tough to find the time. How many DWMs do I mention that it's hard to find the time to get stuff done? Is it all of them? It might be all of them. Delicious. Cyber Sekai says, thanks for sharing your art and skills with us, Mikey. Question, do you think paper quality matters when doing quality drawings? Cyber Sekai, yes, I do. You can do great drawings on printer paper, that's fine. Most of my tutorials I draw on printer paper anyway, to kind of get the point across that you shouldn't worry about having the best materials. You should just get going with your artwork, basically. Don't wait for the best materials. However, if you do like a really great piece on a sheet of printer paper that's just sitting around somewhere, it's a matter of time before that thing gets crumpled or goes missing. So it's nice to have it in a sketchbook. If you have printer paper quality, really thin, low GSM paper in a sketchbook, that sketchbook's probably not going to last. It's probably not even hardcover. So I do recommend at some point or another getting, you know, air quotes, a proper sketchbook, something that's got at least 185 GSM paper, like a Derwent or like a watercolor sketchbook, depending on what you're working on, but something that's basically got a hardcover. Probably if you get it like spiral bound, it means you can double it over and it's a bit more convenient when getting art done, but an actual book version's fine as well. And it just means for your rough ideas and your artwork can go into one place. Don't get overly precious about a sketchbook. That was something I had to learn myself years back. You can still treat it as a rough place to put your ideas. I mean, as a very loose example, if you follow along with this series, you've probably seen a lot of my work is done in my A4 sketchbook when I'm not doing stuff digitally. I mean, not now. I think what you're seeing right now is still some of the A5 sketchbook work from the Inktober stuff. One Punch Man Monsters. We'll come back to that later. So it is quite useful to have a proper sketchbook, but if you want to sit down and draw something nice, don't let that stop you. Grab a sheet of paper, pen, paper, crayon, whatever you've got, get those ideas down. Don't hold back. Elliot D says, sorry Mikey, this is the second comment, but I just remembered about an old horror game I used to play called White Noise. If you haven't played it, it's basically a scarier version of Slenderman. And I drew the monster whilst watching one of your DWMs. Love the vids. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you very much, good sir. And you also ask, what's your favourite anime of all time? I like to do my own art whilst watching your DWMs. Thank you, Elliot D. I hope you're getting something done right now. Extra productive. Favourite anime of all time? I can't give you a number one. I can give you stuff that's usually in the top 5 at the very least. Hunter x Hunter 2011 remake, obviously. Benchmark anime, stuff like Ghost in the Shell. We're kind of doing crossover here between TV series and actual anime single productions. I guess Nausicaa is really good. And there's probably another Miyazaki at least in there. And there's probably another production like... Yeah, do I want to... Oh, I almost said Trigun there. Hellsing Ultimate, visually, is a hell of a lot of fun. And then Cowboy Bebop's probably got in there as well. I'll have to... Oh, God, you know, I keep saying this. I've got some other anime and manga-themed videos, general discussion stuff, on my mind. Still haven't even gone anywhere near writing them out. But I've got like a to-do list of video titles. We'll come back to that and expand on it. Great question. White Noise, I'm going to just put on the list. La 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 la. All of these kind of horror, scary stuff, I'm kind of aiming for it to, ideally, your suggestions, be plucked out of a PS3, PS4 generation, seeing as that's what I now have. Unless there's like a really good horror game on the N64, because I've still got that bad boy. Oh man, I need to find that somewhere. Oh shit, I need to actually pack it up for other reasons entirely. And a Pirate Gamer 1978 says, I don't think there's much you can draw from this, but how about your own version of a tentacle monster from Assassination Classroom? You could get really creative and scary with it. Hope it's a good idea. Love your vids. Thank you very much, Pirate Gamer. Ansatsu Kyokishitsu? Is that Assassination Classroom? Oh, my Japanese is getting really rusty. Maybe, yes. Tentacle monsters, we did in the One Punch Man monsters. A giant, what was it, Hyakume no Otaku, something like that. Hyakume no Otaku? 100 Eyes Octopus, which is like a city-eating demon level, disaster level demon monster, which I really enjoyed doing, actually. I really like playing around with city structure scale on a monster design, but we'll come back to that as well. Deborah Black says, Hi Mikey, hello Deborah, I'm getting better in my drawings. I've started drawing late 2015. Excellent, I hope you're keeping it up. And Night T says, Fatal Frame Free. Fatal Frame Free, I've never heard of such things. Let's go Control C. Now, the reason why as well, I've got a notepad on my other screen. I'm just copying all of your, oh wow, Missy F, copying all of your suggestions onto here. It's because usually I put it into another Google tab and then like I just look at that for 20 minutes and forget to come back to your comments. Kieran says Amnesia. I've heard of Amnesia. To be fair, I've heard of Outlast as well. I don't know if I want to play Outlast. I feel like I've never played it and I already feel like that's been done to death. It's like the guy and he wakes up. Oh wait, am I thinking of the Evil Within again? In the Evil Within, do you wake up and you're hanging upside down and there's a guy like, or is that Outlast? And I've just seen it in like a PewDiePie Let's Play. God, my memory. Moncor says, Mikey, do I even need to say this? Dead Space 2. No, you don't, Moncor, don't worry. That's probably going to happen. Oh, God, I don't want to commit to it. That's probably going to happen after we wrap up Resident Evil 1 or something. I don't know, but yes. And China-chan says, I love your loose sketches. They look amazing. Thank you very much. And it's really relaxing to hear your voice while sketching to some stuff and drinking a cup of hot tea. Good for you. Really glad it helps out, if at all. Blaze Games says, Hey Mikey, hello Blaze. Have you ever drawn a Devil Jin from the Tekken games? If not, could you do a DWM version? Yeah, we could get to that. I do love a bit of Tekken 3. I probably talked about that last time. Jericho Cross 97 says, it's not really a scary game in general, but you should play Zombies mode on Call of Duty World War II. It looks pretty scary, to be honest. Watch the trailer if you wish to see for yourself if you haven't already. Oh, shit. You know what? I've got... I know this isn't what you're saying. Let's have a quick look. When I bought my PS4, I've got a bit off piece. Hopefully you can hear me. I bought it as like a pack. And here we go. I've got Call of Duty. Oh, God. It's at the bottom of a pile. Wait. I haven't like opened half of the video games that I've got off eBay, but I've got some PS4 ones. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I won't lie, I haven't played this yet. But the reason why I got this is because it's got a zombies mode. And the reason why I care about that is because at some point... Wait, do I have it on the PS3? Wait a minute again, sorry. Oh, God, I can't fucking remember. So I think I did, maybe I don't anymore. I think I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare... No, Black Ops 2. That was it. Or was it Black Ops 3? Might be Black Ops 3. Basically, I played the zombies on that one. And that fucking shits you up after a while. Once you get the laser gun going and you're in that town that's like a crossroads. And, oh yeah, it just fucks you up. But that was really fucking fun online and multiplayer stuff. But it doesn't have like a plot. You can't make like a long Let's Play episode or a series out of it as such. So it's not videoable. But it is a lot of fun to kind of play with. It freaks you out a little bit if you've been playing it a lot on your own and then you've got to go straight to bed. Killer Bet says, Hey Mikey, hello. Killer Rabbit, I should say. You should check out a free Steam game called, and don't look it up, avoid spoilers at all costs. Thank you for the alert. Doki-Doki Literature Club. Oh, you're the second person to recommend this. It's one of those anime dating visual novel things, but it's very different. Forces the ideal of not judging a book by its cover. It completely throws you for a loop, and to top it off, it's bound to get a good scare out of you. Oh, okay, excellent. We've got 2 down for Doki-Doki. Excellent stuff. Chris says, Man, I gave up on Inktober. The idea of posting something good every day was getting me stressed out. Dude, no, Chris. I mean, it's too late now to worry about it, but that's not the vibe of Inktober. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be creative. It's much like I talk about in the DWMs of the sketchbook. You don't have to be making excellent stuff every time. It's all about just doing it. It's a completely different attitude. Don't stress. Although, it's done now, so don't worry about it in hindsight. I still draw every day, but I don't pressure myself for it to be good enough for posting online. Oh, Chris, excellent. So everything I've just said, you already came to yourself in the second half of your sentence. Brilliant. I'll just read your full comments next time before I try to interject with my own opinions. Excellent, Chris. Yeah, don't stress. Do it and enjoy it. Das ist Neko. German, Japanese. Excellent. Dead Space was great, but the second wasn't too bad. However, personally, I would never recommend Dead Space 3. It's far too bad. Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs is worth a try if you haven't played them. A Machine for Pigs? Jesus. Wow. The marketing for the PS4 has really just kind of taken a turn for the worse. Yeah, you want this? You want the latest PS4? It's basically a machine for pigs. Go on, you filth. Play it. Go on, gypsy. Oh my god. Have any of you guys watched this animation channel called Ross Plasko? And he's been on YouTube for like years and years and years and years. And he does like the odd tutorial about animating in After Effects. He's not like a regular uploader or anything like that. And he does Meat Mysteries, which he's recently redone. No, it's like brand new content, and he's done it as a full-on animation. And it's great, by the way. Like, I definitely recommend Ross Plasko. Check out his channel. Just type in Meat Mysteries, and you'll find him. But like 3 years ago or something, back when I started doing YouTube, he did animations, and if you like Film Cow and stuff like that, you'll love this. The animations are literally like it's just someone holding up a piece of uncooked steak, and it's got like some animated eyes on it, and the steak is like an investigation. It's fucking amazing. You have to. I won't explain it anymore, but check it out. Yeah, there's lots of like, go on then, you filth, you scum, you gypsy. Sorry, it's going to mean nothing to anybody. Oh, that sweet luge. But yeah, have a look. Anyway, Moba says, how do I get in the giveaway? I will kill for that tab. Not joking. Or am I? You tell me. Moba, don't worry about it. There's more giveaways in the future. The Inktober one, by the time you're reading this, has wrapped up. I might not have actually picked the winner yet, but there's no more opportunity to be on said list. Obviously, I picked it from the batch of most active Instagrammers and or tweeters as well. Philip Owen says, hey Mikey, hello there Philip, awesome art. I remember watching From Dusk Till Dawn in high school. Good times. Checked out Vinland Saga. It's an awesome manga. Yes, Philip, it is. Vinland Saga is one of the unsung heroes of excellent manga, in my opinion. Although in loads of other people's opinion as well. It's not like I'm the only guy out there who's ever read it. Underdog Gaming says Resident Evil 7. Yep, that's another one for RE7. Thank you very much. And Snowblind Otter says, hey Mikey. Hello there, Snowblind Otter. Sorry I haven't been commenting. I've been busy with Inktober and trying not to tear my whiskers out from frustration. Yeah, me too, man. Like, that Inktober is just taking the legs out from under that loads of other stuff I have to get done, which I've now had to jettison. Oh, god damn it. Like, when you have like a list of things you want to get done, and that list involves you working hard every single day, that list is not going to get done 100%. Anyway, balancing between drawing every day and fixing in my mind self-esteem is maddening. Yeah, man, it can be tough. Your videos definitely help with that. Bit of an essay here, but I wanted to catch up on the videos. You tell me videos to tell you what I'm still watching. Oh god, it's like a review of any of my videos that have been of use. So, thanks for the camera phone help. You've got yours over your art desk, that's great. Your first anime was Cowboy Bebop from the Toonami years. That's fine, I'm going to have to get this done quickly. Hot space work tips, keep your areas clean. Yes, used to play electric guitar but stopped. Gosh, it's an overview of Snowblind Otter the person. Yoshida Brothers are incredible to listen to when I relax. I will have to come back to that. Technique for inking is to do larger areas first and then focus on details later. And a good scary game, Containment Breach, is terrifying on a level of Dead Space. Oh shit. Okay, let's try that again. SCP Games, don't even know what that stands for. SCP Containment Breach is terrifying on a level that Dead Space can't even dream of achieving. Let's Control C your suggestion. Just gone underneath the other one, which just says, and a machine for pigs. Dead Space 1, that was my scariest video experience, says Signer Athian. Thank you very much, by the way, Snowblind Otter. Thanks for catching up. Signer Athian. DS1, yeah, DS2 strongly recommended, obviously by you lot, and we will do it. Dead Space 3, actually, most of you guys have said, you can leave it, basically, if you really want to. James Delgado says, I hope you read this, Mike, you're a legend. Thank you very much, James. No, I'm not, I'm just a bloke who's really bad sometimes at uploading videos once it starts to get dark. You've helped me so much, and I'm so grateful. I will be a patron soon. Thank you very much for everything. You're welcome, James. And Minchip Joy says, if you can, did you ever thought of doing a full speed paint, but instead of doing it digitally, you're drawing it by hand, plus adding colour? Just a thought I've had for a while. Thanks, Mikey. You're amazing at manga. Thank you very much, Minchip Joy. It's been a long, long time since I've done any watercolour, that's for sure. I could try to give that another go. In fact, I've only just recently got that set of Copic markers, like for Inktober, and that's the first time I've even gone beyond pencil and ink in a really, really long time in my physical sketchbook. So I do need to start bringing back the different mediums. And Copics, yeah, I won't lie, they're actually really delicious to use. I understand why they're so expensive. But I got my Copic markers, my set, warm grey set. How exciting is my life. Oh, I love those warm greys. I got that set on some massive discount with a temporary Amazon Prime trial account that I got. Which is the only reason I could even afford to just grab them off the cusp. But they are really fucking nice, some Copics. Must get some Copic sponsorship. Must get the other fucking tablet reviews done. Fuck. Oh, man, I'm backed up with tablets again. Literally, I'm looking to my side right now, and I have boxes of tablets. Fuck. Anne says, likes. Thank you very much, Anne. And Dope K Artist says, how come it's so easy to imagine? Me, I have so much trouble to do it whilst I try to sketch or draw, and it turns out a big ugly. Dope K Artist, a lot of my work turns out ugly as well, don't worry about it. Stephen Caballero says, Mikey, I just ordered that Galmon PD1560 because of your review. Excellent, I hope it works out very well for you. Not that I still need it, but the only things we need to do to qualify for the current UG tablet giveaway is subscribe here, follow on Twitter and Instagram, and respond to you when you contact the winner, retweet and stay active. Yeah, excellent. If that bit confuses you, it's basically just, liking videos and retweeting stuff when I say to retweet them. That kind of thing that you get with competitions across mediums. Again, this is like post-useful information these days, though, because that competition is over. For one running right now, not at the time of doing this video, but the one that I'll be announcing first week of November is basically one of the other tablets that I've got that's even better than a UG. I'll be giving away to one of the randomly selected patrons on Patreon, but I'm going to stick that together later. Jackie says, Until Dawn. Okay. Control C. Until Dawn. That rings some bells. Was that like one of the launch horror games with a PS4? It's like a horror movie of a load of kids in a cabin or something. Jigsaw Studio says, I suggest Evil Within 2. Of course you do. And Phantomicius says, hello, I'm glad that I decided that I want to draw at the age of 18 and not as late as you, because working a mundane work job is a pain in the ass. Yes, it is, but you got to pay them bills. Only 1 year has passed since I started drawing. I still haven't gotten anywhere in terms of popularity, but I've improved for sure. Excellent stuff. Hope you keep it up. And Juicy Pie says, Outlast. Actually, Pokemon Go. Both are terrifying. Outlast is because it's a horror game. Pokemon Go because you have to go outside your own house, which is, again, a dark kind of horror that nobody really wants to experience. Evil Within, Silent Hill, Dead Space 2 are the best horror games I've played yet, says Captain Slow. Thank you much for the suggestion. So it's basically a Dead Space 2, Evil Within 2, Doki-Doki Literature Club, Resident Evil 7 overall theme so far. Outlast, I don't know. It looks horrible. I don't know if I want to get near that. Wait, what am I doing? Oh yeah, Evil Within 2. Popping that on a notepad. Let's sip some coffee. Finale Wolf says, big tits, my only weakness. Scariest video game for me is Slender, because I'm a wuss. Finale Wolf, I'm not playing that. That's like a 5-minute long done-to-death internet video game, wasn't it? From Steam, back in the day when people were designing their own horror games. People still do that? Maybe they do. Nightwolf says, even though Draw of Jazz got more subscribers, your video is more helpers. Wow, it's an amazing use of verbose language. Fantastic. Glad you enjoy it, dude. Application says, hey Mikey, hello Applications. To answer your question, the best horror game series I've ever played is hands down Fatal Frame. They're all really good and everyone's favourite, but I strongly recommend number 3. Shrugs. As always, love your channel, Mikey. Thanks for keeping me company whilst I draw. I got dumped yesterday, so that company is really appreciated. Oh, bro, and or woman, I'm assuming a guy. Shit, that fucking sucks. If you're really into them, I'm not going to lie to you, that shit's going to take months. I'm so sorry, dude. But you're always welcome along for a fucking video. Let's take your heartbroken idea. Unless, of course, did they dump you? No, you dumped them. But no, they dumped you. Yeah, tough. And copy Fatal Frame. Lovely. I feel really bad for saying that. Oh, I got dumped. Lovely. Annabelle Meester says, hi Mikey, hello there Annabelle. I often spend literally hours drawing or making homework whilst listening to your DWMs. Course you do, welcome. I suppose that makes me part of the hashtag hardcore crew? Yes, it does. I'd like to thank you for your awesome vids and tutorials. They motivate me like crazy. I'm not sure if this has been asked before, but I'm very curious about what kind of music do you listen to? Stay rad. Thanks for helping me out with your vids. Thumbs up, really pleased. Thank you very much for commenting. That has been a question in its own right as well for a long time. What music do you listen to? If I'm getting like a little bit done, or I want to get a bit of artwork done that might sort of take me about an hour or so, then I'll put on some music. And what it is can depend on the artwork that I'm doing. At the moment, I'm really just getting back into soundtracks. So Blade Runner 2049, the Thor Ragnarok soundtrack is really fucking strong. If I'm sitting down for a brief bit and I know like I've only got like an hour or 45 minutes to kill, I will go for an album. Exactly what and exactly when, all over the place. Philip Glass as well, actually, I'm a big sucker for. If I'm going to work on a longer project, like, you know, excuse me, I'm burping up some coffee. If I'm going to work on, I'm not going to edit that out, obviously. If I work on a longer project, like one of the Fan Art Fridays, it's basically SAS, something like that takes actually hours and hours, I'm usually putting on audio commentaries to films from like other channels like Oliver Harper's Retrospectives, or I have had no particular interest in the world of wrestling whatsoever. But now I know shitloads about 80s and 90s wrestling thanks to OSW reviews, because they go through like these WrestleCades and WrestleManias and they review that, but they do it like really fucking hilariously well because they really know their shit. And I got into them because they also did a review of The Room, which is fucking hilarious as well. So I do like that kind of radio vibe, but you're also learning a little bit about a movie or something in the background, that kind of stuff. So short stints, absolutely music. Sometimes you can get absolutely lost in music if you're spending a long time on it as well, but you need to kind of rack up a pretty strong playlist to keep that vibe going. Philip Storr says, I like Until Dawn and the first Resident Evil for PC. Don't worry, Philip Storr, that is one of the Let's Plays that we're doing that catch-up on I was mentioning earlier, so that's going to work out great. And Rowan Galloway says, hey Mikey, hello Rowan, I'm writing this now at the point in your video where you mentioned the paint tool Sai, and that it's an amazing program. I use it myself. It's only for free on the first 30 days. What? Motherfucker! I've been telling, because I've never used it, but I keep saying it looks really good, and I thought it was completely free. But it's only a trial, huh? And you can still go into the program and draw, but you can't save any work, and then you have to purchase a user's license. Oh, those fuckers. Actual free alternatives would be, is it Fire? Oh. Oh, God. This is like, do you know when you see someone's email address and it's like a load of words together at hotmail.com or something like that, and your brain can't separate the words properly? So I was just looking at what you've just said, and what you've said is quite clearly now Fire Alpaca. But I was looking at it, I was like, Fee Real Packer? Anyway, Gimp also, Krita also, and a few others I can't remember at the moment. Love your work, and I can't wait for the next DWM. Hashtag hardcore crew. Let's have a sip of coffee. Thank you very much. Good suggestions then. If those are good free art things, I will have to have a go at reviewing them maybe in the future and doing some kind of fan art videos about them as well. That will probably push back into next year. Yeah, I don't think I've got time this winter to do that, but I like the ideas. And what was I getting at? Oh yeah, no, I'm just looking at that. Oh yeah, so that's what it just reminded me of is... Obviously, the name of my channel is mikeymegamega. Don't even ask me why. It's just from an email address. Like, this channel started about 3 years ago, but this YouTube account started maybe 4 years ago just to have one. And then that was the email address I had at the time. It sounded great. I don't even know what it is. So this channel, like, I didn't sit down and think about what am I going to do for a channel name. It just had to be my email address back when you first signed up with YouTube. And that's where we are today. And now it's kind of stuck, and now I'm used to it. And it sounds different in my own head, but back in the day I've struggled. Anyway, the reason why I'm talking about that all of a sudden is because back when I did a lot more gaming on the channel, back when I started, you guys were like, what's your channel name? It's Mikey Me Game Ga? And you guys had just seen the word game in the middle of that and separated out the rest. Charmed me. Bloody loved it back in the day. Anyway, The Dragon Zero says, hello Mikey, hello there Dragon Zero, I really like your videos and it inspires me to keep going with my art. Excellent stuff, I'm always pleased to hear that, obviously. You seem like a really cool guy. Oh, trust me, I'm not. But thanks. Anyway, the game that I got scared of whilst playing was Amnesia, The Dark Descent and Dead Space 1 and 2. Another log for Amnesia, Dead Space is always on the cards. Excellent suggestions, thank you. And Percy says, you should check out The Forest, it's a really creepy game. Never heard of it, The Forest. Control C into Notepad. We'll come back to that. Baris Ozdemir says, I'm making my first manga in school. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I hope I helped at some point, or if you're just really grateful to the world that you're getting some work done yourself, in which case, cool for you. Very humble outlook. My Legacy says, my list of horror games to try: the Amnesia collection on PS4/PC, Outlast 1 and 2, PT. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. So when you say PT, you're talking about Silent Hill PT. I can't play that because that doesn't exist anymore, right? I'm going to come back to the rest of your list. I'm going to go on to another tab, and I'm just going to make sure that there hasn't been an update that I've never heard of, because I'm out of the loop. Silent Hill PT, for those of you not in the know, of course you guys are in the know, was the trial that got released, and it was going to be the Silent Hill game of Norman Reedus and Hideo Kojima, and Kojima Productions were involved back when they were all working together. Excuse me. And then it got completely shut down because Kojima split with the studio at the time, and then they deleted the trial, so you can't even play that. Does it still exist? Like, can you now download the PT trial? Silent Hills PT can be re-downloaded, says Game Rant. Yeah, but how old is this article? Going on a side quest really quickly. Because only people who downloaded it to their PS4 hard drives and didn't update it were able to still play a copy of this game, right? Or you can have your PSN account blocked for trying to download it. What the fuck? There's another version called Allison Road. Okay, there's a whole load of scary horror game research that I've got to do in relation to that. Wait, so can you play it or can't you? Okay, no, I've got to come back. Unless you guys actually know, in which case, get in the comments. I'll read them next time. So may you say. Until dawn you say. SCP containment breach. Also another containment breacher. And when are you planning to draw Leon from Akame ga Kill? Been waiting since you drew Akame time-lapse a year or two ago. Fuck yeah! Akame on the couch with the sword. Fuck, I forgot about that. Yeah, my Legacy. Thank you very much for these suggestions. All of this is getting Control Seed. Oh, that's not how you do it. There we go, that's how you do it. And put onto there. Thank you. The Abraxas dude says, it's refreshing that you're doing YouTube for fun, Mikey. Everybody treats their channel like a business these days, but everyone comes off fake. Keep it real. Hashtag good guy Mikey. The Abraxas dude. Hashtag good guy Mikey. That's so charming. That's a real kind of like, you can imagine someone saying that with both thumbs up. Yeah, like really meaning it. Oh, dude, I'm not a good guy. I'm just some bloke, but thank you. Hashtag good guy, Mikey. Oh, it's put a little tear to my eye. Yeah, so like I've just kind of not quite apologised for, but I really should just say sorry, but it's been a little bit of a while. Yeah, like, this is it. Like, I know what you're supposed to do, like, on paper for, like, having a successful YouTube channel, and you've got to work hard when the revenue's there, and you get to relax when it's not and stuff, and you should produce loads of different types of content, and I should use the words, like, this is genuinely, like, an email I've had back from a YouTube contact, who I haven't actually been in touch with for ages, but, like, one of my YouTube guys who works for YouTube London was just like, you should do more videos that have top 10 in the title, and you should do more videos that are roughly this long, and don't do videos, basically like don't do DWMs because they're really long, and the amount of people that watches all the way through is actually really low comparative to the amount of clicks. But that's fine, like, because the DWM like serves for me personally a really particular kind of purpose on this channel, and stuff like that. So I know I've got like a list of things you should do, and I don't do them, basically, because I don't massively want to. And that's the whole point for me. This is like the hobby that I do, that I would love to just get this to turn into like my main job. That'd be fucking amazing. But I'm not going to do it by working really hard at something that I'm not massively motivated to do. Because I already have a day job where I'm paid to do stuff that I don't massively care about. So why would I turn the hobby that I do enjoy into another version of that if I'm going to end up not enjoying it? I hope that makes sense, but basically that's why like I come across as really stubborn in the type of content I make, and why my channel growth is always going in the right direction, which I'm grateful for anybody who subscribes, but it doesn't go like leaps and bounds, because that way I'm still here making the videos and stuff that I want to do. If I wasn't, I wouldn't have lasted 3 years at doing this, because I do get bored very easily and pick up new hobbies on the side very easily as well, instead of like going long haul on anything. Alex Draws Bad says, hey there Mikey. Hello there Alex. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have suggested this game, but I'm just going to be another one of them. Home Sweet Home, the full version. It was released not so long ago. Well, Alex, ADB I should say. Alex Draws Bad. That is the first time this has been suggested. Oh, this list is getting a bit long. Excellent. Excellent. Resident Evil says Kiru, thank you very much. And Uzwa Plactis also says, does anybody know a safe Abby May website? Anime, I'm assuming you're saying. Where you can't watch and download. Hashtag Hardcore Crew. Where you can't watch and download. I'm assuming what you're saying is there a safe anime website where you can. I wouldn't know about such things. It's anime. But there's probably plenty of people who know where you can get all of that. Probably should just do it legit with Crunchyroll. I'll save that now just in case I end up at a point where Crunchyroll sponsor any of my videos. Crunchyroll, everybody. Come sponsor Mikey. Everyone, come. Anyway, Uber Awesome Man says 9. Fucking hell. Uber Awesome Man 9 says, there we go. Are you going to bring back the random singing at the end of your videos? I think I saved this for almost everyone, but they were fun and very enjoyable. We miss some of your beautiful voice. Fuck, I forgot. Yeah. So, like, in the tutorials, some tutorials are just solid, straight knowledge for you guys. And some are solid, straight knowledge plus a bit of Mikey singing, which nobody wants, but fuck it, I'll do it. And, yeah, you never know, mate, when I'm going to be busting out another hit track for my late release album, Mikey Covers the Greats. We'll get there, don't you worry. Yeah, there will always be a little sing-song in the odd video, every now and then. Exodus 2017 says Dead Space 1 or 2. I think 2 is better, but still both are great. Guys and girls, check out my Dead Space 1 Let's Play. Like, come join me on that journey that I had. You'll probably enjoy it. Or at least just watch the compilation at the end, in which case you'll get the point. It's loads of screaming. So yeah, Dead Space 1, I remember that. Like, I will take that shit to the grave, especially the jump scare at the end, spoiler alert. It fucking fucked me up. Like, you'll see it in the video. I was fucked up by that. But yeah, Dead Space 2, that's a strong one. It's gonna happen. It's totes gonna happen. Pop and Lemonade says, holy hell, What We Do in the Night is one of the best movies I've seen. What We Do in the Night, Taika Waititi, right? Yeah, absolutely, it's so good. First I heard their music, especially I'm Not Crying, and in the movie Pirates Band of Misfits. Great stuff. I've not seen Pirates Band of Misfits. We'll have to come back to that. I'm Not Crying, It's Just Been Raining on My Face. That is such a fucking great song. You're absolutely right. And yeah, like so Taika Waititi, he did Thor Ragnarok. Everybody, if you guys have if you're alive, I've probably heard that Thor Ragnarok is a really, really well received Marvel movie right now. Not perfect, but like it's in people's top 3, I think, as a rough rule of thumb. And that's Taika Waititi. He really did really well with that. But we're going to come back to that for another thing, or maybe I should talk about it on Film Cram. But yeah, Flight of the Conchords, guys. If you don't know him, you should know him. Excuse me. Dang Nguyen Min says Doki-Doki Literature Club. Wow, that's 3 deep for Doki-Doki. Never heard of this. And obviously you guys have already mentioned don't Google it for the sake of spoiling it. Oh, we'll come back to that. I'm giving myself hiccups with this coffee. And Akira Ishin says, Mikey, hello there, Akira. Me and you have had the same idea for a story, though I actually have some story to it rather than just an idea. It would be a martial arts story about the greatest fighter in the world, a 72-year-old man whose personality can be summed up with could not give less of a fuck. The story would center on him trying to live his life peacefully as a monk going around the world, but since he's strongest, everybody just continues to try to fight him, but he never loses, not once. You kind of got an OPM vibe, although OPM goes looking for it. In his experience of knowledge and fighting, the best way I can describe it is if you mix Saitama from OPM, Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star, and Master Roshi from Dragon Ball. Mate, all of those people love fighting. Kenshiro used to make out he wasn't about fighting, but deep down he fucking lived for that shit. He's trained all of his life at Hokuto no Ken. Master Roshi, he likes babes, and he'll fight for the sake of bitches, even though he's like a pervy old man. And OPM, yeah, just mentioned. Anyway, oh god, you've done another essay as well, Aiki Ishin. Mikey, I don't know if you remember, but when you were drawing Mecha Gorilla, you said in an offhand comment about Hunter x Hunter, and how you loved it because it's a deconstruction on the shonen story model and tropes. Yes, I probably did say that, and yes, that is one of the reasons why I love it. Here's the thing, it's not. It's none of it is. It's just a great shonen story. All of what people want to say is subversive or as deconstruction of the genre has already been done multiple times. The tournament arc is being interrupted by a more interesting story. Dragon Ball Z and Naruto have done it before. It was done in the Buu Saga and the end of the Chunin exams. For gruesome deaths, too many to count in another series. The same with Hunter x Hunter. I don't want to bore you and not be able to get my point across because this would just be a long comment in a sea of long comments. So I suggest you watch a video called Is There Meaning in Subverting Shonen Tropes by Digibro, where he breaks down the multiple reasons why it isn't a subversion, it's just a shonen story of the highest caliber. Akira Ishin, look at you coming up with a really interesting, juicy topic towards the end of this video that I'm not going to be able to get my teeth into right now. Right, okay, so it is technically still subversive shonen, I would argue that point, But I think you make an absolutely great point in that as long as it is in the genre, you're only really exploring new arcs and tropes. It certainly flips a few mode things on you, such as I would say it's a subversive shonen manga because of the ship that goes down in the Chimera Ant arc. I would say it's subversive shonen because of the win ratio that Gon has is incredibly low compared to other things. I would say it's subversive because it is so much about the relationship between Gon and Killua and like what they get up to as well. That it like breaks my heart in the Chimera Ant arc. Borderline spoiler alert, don't worry about it, you're fine kind of stuff. But yeah, subverting tropes has been happening for years before Hunter x Hunter. It wasn't the first one to do it. What I'm saying is that it's written so well, the combat is clever in a way that, I've got to be honest, Naruto is not. The nature of cost is way heavily implied in Hunter x Hunter than it is in a load of other stuff where powers, they just don't have balance after a while. Do you know what I mean? Especially Naruto. And Bleach, for that matter. I know Bleach talks about cost to a certain degree, but like not correctly. So yeah, the idea of cost, the idea of intelligent structure, and yeah, interrupted story arcs because some other shit is going down. Absolutely done before. Hunter x Hunter does this all very fucking well. For me, it was one of my personal first introductions, so it always is going to have, yeah, I'll be fair, a little bit of a pillar of a place in my heart. But also, like, because of the re-release in 2011, which studio did this? I'm going to name them because it did so well. I'm just going to look them up really quickly. Hunter 2011 studio. I want to say like who was the studio that did this? God, everything's like a result about Hunter x Hunter in the English stuff, but not. But let's go on to Wikipedia really quickly. Excuse me. Interrupting my answer. English publishers, Viz, don't care. Who's the fucking studio that... Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm looking at the Wikipedia page for the manga. Let's go to the anime. 3.2. 2011 series. New Hunter x Hunter. Madhouse. There we go. Okay. Madhouse. This is the thing that I'm getting at. I wanted to get to the point too. Is that Madhouse is a studio put such a high level, consistent, I mean there's dips, but compared to other long running manga, Madhouse did it so much props for the fact that they've managed to actually keep the series running to such a high standard right up to the Chimera Ant arc. That put Hunter x Hunter visually and production quality rise in a place where it actually wasn't sloping off into cheaper and shittier production like a lot of things do. And that combined with all of the source material really makes it punch well above the rest. Definitely better than Naruto. Dragon Ball Z, you can't massively cross-compare them, or at least I'm not going to for the sake of this. Oh, where's the tab gone of your comments? Anyway, what I would say, if, yeah, absolutely, by the way, I will have a look at that. In fact, I'm going to copy it. Subverting Shonen Tropes by Digibro. Thank you very much for the suggestion. I do like a good, clever video. I will give that a look. But in return, and this goes to obviously everybody who's still listening towards the end of this episode, bloody love you hashtag hardcore crewers. You've got to watch, what's it called? In fact, I think it's just called Why You Must Watch Hunter x Hunter, or Why It's So Good or something, by Super Eyepatch Wolf, who just really good at putting these kind of ideas together. But everything that I've got to say about Hunter x Hunter, he's basically said better in quite a long video, but it is definitely worth a watch. Kenny W says 2655. I'm into that. I don't know what I said at 2655 back in the last episode. I hope it was okay though. It's kind of funny when you start talking about good old Resident Evil 2 with people. You have one group that goes, oh yeah, that shitty game with a horrible voice acting, right? And you ask them if they ever tried the game, and you mostly get a no. And then you have the other group that goes, ah, sweet memories, I love that game. Do you know if there'll be a remake? Also, before YouTube, I felt like there was only I was the only one who knew what From Dusk Till Dawn was, and now I saw it on VHS for that matter. Always nice to know that you're not alone. Kenny W. Toothers, absolutely. Resident Evil 2 is a fucking powerhouse. In fact, now I think I remember now, I was probably talking about this and a few other like key PS1 games. And yeah, right, blockbuster lifestyle, or in my case, my mate worked part-time at a video store that was the size of a medium-sized bedroom, basically. It was a really small, like, corner shop, And he worked there at like weekends or something, or evenings, which meant that, me and a couple of other mates also just spent our days there just chilling out and like, fucking doing his job for him and just running like rentals through the store. So that, and then Blockbuster happened a little bit after this particular like local hometown one shut down. But yeah, just discovering VHS videos solely by their box cover art, and that was how you were introduced to stuff back in the day. Good fucking times. That world will never be the same again. I guess now you get to flick through stuff on Netflix on a scroll panel, but you can just access it immediately. Back in the day, you were going to take home one VHS video. You didn't know what it was going to be. You went into the store and you spent like 5 to 15 odd minutes just ambling around looking at VHS covers, trying to get a feel for what you're going to take home. No idea the quality of what you had, but you were committed to that being your evening. Now you can just like download something. You can watch it for 10 minutes and work out if you're interested and turn it off and download something else. Back then, you committed. So like you dived into a particular title, good or bad, for better or for worse, based on the decisions you'd made while standing in a brightly lit shop back a bit earlier that day. And then that was your vibe for that evening. And it made you, how to put it? It made you as the viewer a more captive audience. You committed more readily to even worse stuff, or you dived in and sat through it because that was already a choice that's been made. Now with a very easy, disposable lifestyle, you can dip in and out in an evening and not really worry about it. God, I hope... Where am I going with that? I have no idea. But I hope that makes sense. And anyway, Kenny W, yeah, I agree. Shit, how are we doing for time? We're running out. Okay, so let's just do the thing that I always forget to do. And firstly, let me say, as ever, I've probably read like the tiniest freaking fraction of your comments. Both my fault really this kind of time around, because I appreciate there was like a 2-week gap, so I probably got more people in the comments section than usual. There's nearly 250, I won't lie. So thank you very much for giving me your suggestions on scary video games. I will actually be continuing my way down regardless and stealing all of your delicious suggestions for future upcoming horrible Let's Plays as winter kicks in. If I've not read your comment and it's something really important you've got to say, don't hesitate to copy and paste it into the comment section of this video. Hopefully I will catch it next time around. Very loose question. I don't know what we've got in our minds. Yeah, we asked not too long ago, but how do you kind of like to audio your art in? Do you listen to music? If so, what types? I'll try to make that maybe a question title, but as ever, a great big thank you to the delicious patrons on Patreon. It is without your support, like, this channel would not still be going. So let me just stop a moment and say a great big delicious hello to Joe R, Adam D, Furry Friend, Michael M, John S, Taylor S, Daniel S, Ray C, The Clamps, Ryder 2KX, Michael S, Trent H, Wes B, Steve R, Julia Felix O, Andrew L, James S, Rory A, David W, Quay Joseph, Christian L, Gabriel R, Minion 715, Icy Zagi, Adam T, and Jeff G. You guys are like the higher tier patrons. I fucking love you guys for all of the support. Thank you so much. Much love regardless to all of the other patrons on Patreon. As I scroll down, we've got like a really cool crowd of people actually these days. Wow, that's really cool. And good news, one of you guys will be winning a graphics drawing tablet. I think it's the Ace Pen one that I did the review before last, like a real like bigger bad boy, better ratio, better setup, better quarter sleeve than the UG one. So this is like a big boy present that's going out to one of you delicious people. I have no idea if it will be posted in time for Christmas, because the winner will be announced after November is done. But keep your eyes out. If you're simply supporting me on Patreon over this month I should say, then one of you is going to get a sweet surprise. I hope you guys all have a lovely week. I will see you next week. I'll try not to let it be another 2-weeker. Oh my god, I've got loads of stuff. Just thinking about all the stuff I need to be catching up with or getting done. So glad I've just seen some bits. Bloody love you guys. I'm going on a tangent because I'm already thinking about what I need to do now the second I stop recording this. Have a great week, you lot. I'll see you next time. Peace!